So there's about in total with legal Latino American United States citizens and illegal Latino in the United States. There's a total combined of all Latinos in the United States of 64 million. 64 around 64 million. And as far as the illegal migrants, Latinos inside the United States, there's anywhere from 4 to 11 million. 4 to 11 million illegal Latinos inside the United States. So if you take the numbers of illegal Latinos and the numbers of legal American Latino citizens, the total is around like 64 million. So Trump has insinuated and using stigma of crime in order to blacken the integrities of the whole of Latinos, using the excuse of crime in order to mass ethnic cleanse Latinos out of the country with deportation policies, bigoted deportation policies, using the stigma of criminality, stigmatizing Latinos as criminals. He wants to deport 21 million, and he said that the numbers are much more, to 30 to 50 million. Now, when you get up to those numbers, 30 to 50 million, keep in mind there's only like 64 million of legal American Latino citizens, United States citizens, and also illegal. The total makes up the number, the total equates to 64 million Americans, Latinos, whether we here legally or illegally. The total is around 64 million. And Trump has insinuated to deport 21 million, and he believes the number is up to 50 million. So when you're talking about mass deporting American Latino citizens into black site prisons throughout the world to ethnically cleanse us down to like what? 15 million? They want to cleanse us down from 68 million, from 64 million. They want to cleanse us down to 15 million. So that means they want to ethnically cleanse Latino American citizens out of the country, using the excuse of anchor babies, to predate and just to use that number as a statistic to give an excuse to deport American Latino citizens out of the country. We're ethnic cleansing to make America white again, to make America bigger and whiter than ever before with the American population and the great replacement theory that they fear of being overrun by Latinos. So since Latinos have the biggest minority group next to the white majority, they want to make an example by ethnically cleansing with mass deportations Latinos just to keep the population in check. Population control. Because of their fear of the great replacement theory. Like the great University of Charlottesville and Trump defending their great replacement arguments. He calls it cancel culture. Because the white people feel like they're losing grip of society, so their only excuse is to turn against Latinos and mass deport them. Because they're losing grip of the commanding heights of their populations, being in control. Meaning the United States belongs to the blue-blooded Buccaneers, the Founding Fathers. If you look white, if you look Irish, if you look like you descended from the Founding Fathers, then that's the American way. But if you look like a native brown that's been here for thousands of years, you're to be... and this is not the first time the white people has mass deported and displaced the natives of the Americas. There's a long history of white settlers forcibly deporting the indigenous and displacing the indigenous. Then don't take it from me. Now Even the Republicans want to get so greedy that they want to take over the Gaza Strip as a commonwealth for the Riviera for Trump. For Trump to get rich off of resort buildings inside of like a little small Vegas, the Riviera Gaza Trump Commonwealth. He wants to take over Canada and Greenland. So these are how greedy and ambitious the Republicans are behind a pig that has never-ending greed like Trump, full of gluttony for the love of money. The greed, the love of money, to now want to take over Canada and Greenland with manifest bullshit of bureaucrats. Conserve assholes. Tight asses that think that they know it all. So, to insinuate, in total there's like 64 million legal United States Latino citizens, including the illegal migrants, all total up to 64 million. So illegal migrants, from that total of 64 million, there's only like 11 million illegal undocumented Latinos in America, in the United States. There's only like 11 million. But these white people, they want to take advantage of this Trump base, this white bigoted base of Trump. That they want to not only deport 11 million, because the census has proven that there's only like 11 million illegal migrants in the United States. But they don't want to deport 11 million. They want to deport 21 million. And Trump says we should round up the number to 30 million to 50 million. So they believe from 21 to 30 to 50 million. So that means displacing a lot of American citizen Latinos that do have papers, that do have Social Security cards, that were born in the United States, that their families were born in the United States, their children, their daughters, their grandchildren. That means rounding up Latino American United States citizens and stigmatizing them like they're criminals. Stigmatizing them like they don't belong in their own country. So keep in mind, there's 11 million illegal undocumented workers in total with undocumented citizens that they exploit for labors, these white companies, the farmlands, the construction companies, they exploit these undocumented workers. But keep in mind, there's only 11 million undocumented Latinos in the United States. And then in total with the American Latino citizens inside the United States, the total number of undocumented and legal United States citizen Latinos, the total is 64 million. So instead of deporting the undocumented people, Latinos that are 11 million, they want to fudge the numbers sky high. Oh, we should deport 21 million migrants, and I think the numbers are much, much worse. I think it's 30 to 50 million. This is nothing but alienating American Latino citizens and calling us criminals, calling us varmints, and then creating black site concentration prisons throughout the third world to confine us as Latino American United States citizens. Because when you go beyond 11 million, now you're talking about alienating American citizens. Latinos, that we were born and raised, we have our Social Security number, we have our birth certificates. We were born in this country. This is the country of our origins. Because if you do the math, the total 64 million Latinos, take away 11 million undocumented Latinos, you have like 50, around 50 something million Latinos that were born and raised in this country. But now you want to deport those Latinos that are American citizens, American United States citizens. And you want to deport them to concentration camps to be held in perpetuity for a whole, without no due process, to be held in captivity in concentration camps throughout the third world, worstest prisons like Libya, Rwanda, Iraq, Syria, Ukraine in the midst of a war. You want to gather up as much Latinos to mass deport them and hold them away from the American courts, even though they're American citizens born and raised. You want to stigmatize them like they're criminals or anchor babies just to bring down the total ethnic group of Latinos down to what? 15 million or something? From 64 to like 15 million? You want to leave? Because that would ensure that the white majority can stay as heavily populated in the United States compared to the mass deported, whatever's left of Latinos in the United States. That would ensure that for decades to come, that the white people are ethnically overpopulated in the United States. Because by dealing with mass deportations of de-browning the nation, that would ensure that the white peoples are the majority population ethnic groups for decades to come. So to do that, in order to do that, they don't want to deport 11 million undocumented workers. They want to go beyond that. Deport 21, 30, 50 million. Knowing that we are Latinos born and raised in this country of the United States. With our birth certificate, with our social security cards. They want to just get rid of all Latinos regardless if they were born in this country or not. To bring our numbers down to like what? 10 million? From 64 to 10 million. In order to do that, you have to ethnically cleanse American citizens, Latinos, out of this country. And these Latinos, them and their grandparents been here for hundreds of years. For hundreds of years. These natives have been in the Americas. Now, if anything, the white settlers, you only been here for, what, 400 years? And y'all formed a government 250 years ago? So if anything, y'all newcomers compared to the natives that been here for thousands of years. You do the math and then get back to me if there's any quorum in not knowing how to do your percentages, J. Donald Trump.